Welcome everybody to another Bullcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Tower of God, episode 6. Last episode we saw the conclusion to the Crown game, and Rachel showed up at Bomb's hospital room or whatever while he's recovering.
Leroro, that's how you say his name, right?
Leroro
Got destroyed, he got duped. He gave away his whole secret that there was someone powerful by trying to not give away his secret that there was someone powerful.
To see what's going on, what Yu Han Sung's plan is, Instant Coffee Guy, aka. We're gonna find out what's going on with all that, hopefully sometime in the future, but this episode I think we're going to find out what's going on with Rachel and what her whole deal is. At least get some insight into that from Kun's perspective, so that's going to be cool. Make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe, check out our other Tower of God reactions, we got a bunch. Check out our Naruto reactions that we just posted yesterday. We got episode 16 or 17. Sorry we lost the footage for 18 and 19, won't be posting those. Check out those. We got the fight between Naruto and Haku and Sasuke and Haku. Stay tuned for more Naruto in the future, and we just started Angel Beats. It's a big channel update for people who are probably just watching this show, but thanks for watching. We're gonna get into this right now. Tower of God, episode 6. Let's go. Alrighty. What?
I just can't take you seriously.
I can take it off. Okay, so
that was crazy.
That was a fucking good episode.
We
that
were
was a
worried.
solid
I'm gonna be honest.
episode.
We were worried before the episode started that it was gonna be really slow
and just boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that was a fucking good episode. A lot of shit. A lot of fucking. I'm so glad we got insight on the princesses and what that fucking means. The whole time we're like, okay, we know they're special, but the way they were talking about it, it seemed like we were supposed to know that it was a special thing, or it'd be like, whoa, that's a fucking Princess of Jahaad. That's fucking crazy. What does that mean again? Like it seems like every time they would talk about it, it was like, oh, the fact that she's a princess is supposed to tell us that that's a fucking badass right there. But no, like, we don't know, we never knew, but it's, so basically what they are is, they're just chosen to represent, like, noble families or, like, powerful, influential families that are sort of scouted or, I don't know, highlighted by the king, basically, or by the royal family. They're sort of like vassals, kind of, and the princesses are supposed to be, like, representatives of those families. Kind of?
I guess.
Represent capable tribes and families. Brand name shoes put on display in Jahaad's showcase. Yeah, so they're just they aren't even they're just sort of chosen by the royal family to sort of look at all these people that are under my rule. These are the best of the best chosen. So it's not necessarily that being a princess means that you like get an upgrade or are like chosen to become more powerful or something. You are chosen because you are a capable person, part of a capable or respected family. Yeah. So that's different than what I thought. Originally what I thought it was a sort of, oh, we'll pick you to be a princess and then you can become stronger or become more capable. You have an eyelash.
It would be interesting. It's going to be interesting to find out a bit more of the princesses' relationships with each other. I guess because they're technically, they're not actually sisters, but they're sisters.
It seems like they're kind of adopted.
Yeah, it seems like maybe they have to spend time together at like functions or like events. I mean, obviously, I have no idea.
Yeah, we don't know.
It seems like
they have to interact in some way.
They must have interacted in some way, but obviously not that much.
Yeah.
Because what's her name? Auntie over here.
Endorsey, I think is her name.
Yeah, she called her like niece, but she wasn't 100% sure that was her. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. She wasn't sure of what.
Like, it didn't seem like she 100% recognized her as being the daughter of the other girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
she didn't.
She's like, I was trying to find that out to like see that you were who I thought you were, but I wasn't sure. And it seems like if they had spent a lot of time together, they would know. But it also says that all the sisters murdered, like burned down their house and like murdered her dad and maybe her mother, but it seems like not.
It seems like not. I thought that it was. I thought that's why, because she was marked as dead, remember?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Or she was reported as dead. Maybe she's not, but it seems...
I guess it said her only regret was that, yeah, the chef...
Her only regret was that the chef who made chicken pies was killed.
By her sisters. Maybe she was also killed and she's just being like...
I think that she was killed, but she's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she just wishes that her husband wasn't killed.
at the same time or... And
I think we're supposed to assume that it was the same time. I think... Yeah, and what she's calling her niece because she's pretending to be her mother, who is a princess, which would make them sisters, right? This Endorsey and Anaak's mother, or Anaak.
Yeah.
They would have been sisters. They would be quote unquote sisters, and since she's her daughter, that would make her niece. So yeah. The thing is, I don't know how Endorsey doesn't seem to be to have any knowledge of that at all of that crime. So. It seems like Anaak is, if that is her real name, if she's named after her mother, who knows? Or we don't know.
I'm thinking because she looks kind of young, she might be a newer princess. Like, Anaak's mom, or original Anaak,
seemed a little bit
older. And, like, she had a kid, obviously, and she was, like, married.
And this chick looks like she's maybe 16.
Yeah. So I'm thinking... She probably knows about original Anaak, but wasn't, like, a princess at sort of the same time that they were together a lot, maybe. If they do get to spend some time together, like I'm assuming. Because Yuri is the other princess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because her and Yuri seem like the same age.
And Endorsey and Yuri?
Yeah. Seem like closer to the same age.
Closer. Yuri seems vibes a little bit older than Endorsey.
I would say Yuri's older, and Endorsey's maybe like one of the newer ones. But it seems like they're both kind of far away from Anaak. Mm-hmm. We have Rachel being a bitch at the beginning, being like, "Oh, it's gonna be worse for both of us if we stay together."
Yeah. And
then Kuhn's just like, "No. It's worse for you."
Worse for you, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it'd be bad for... Okay, so there's a lot to go into there. Okay, so we talk a lot about the sort of metaphor that the show is kind of saying, and the reason that they sort of don't really specify what the tower actually is. It's sort of just like, climbing the tower is exactly like accomplishing a goal in real life, like a long-term goal. Like, you climb the tower, that's the same as, like, I want to, like, getting to the top of the tower, that's essentially like achieving your highest possible goal. Literally. So, or metaphorically, I guess. So in real life, that might be going to school, getting a degree, and then getting a job, climbing the ladder, and then eventually getting to the position where you're sort of content. It's sort of reaching that. And to do that, a lot of people in real life see sort of a relationship as kind of holding them back. So I think that's what Rachel's doing. Rachel wants to see a true knight. So essentially she wants to climb the tower and achieve that highest goal, and that will require her to make sacrifices in her personal life. One of those is relationships, like the one that she had with Bomb. So it kind of reminded me of Whiplash, the movie. We watched it recently. It's one of my favorite movies because it deals with this specific kind of thing, where in Whiplash, I guess spoilers for Whiplash, it's a really good movie, you should watch it. The movie's about I won't go do a deep dive in this movie, just for the purposes of talking about this show. In Whiplash, it's about a drummer who joins this music conservatory. It's basically like a university for musicians, and he gets a chance to, like, really make it, and he's doing really well, and he's practicing really fucking hard to the point where he's bleeding, and his drumsticks are, like, snapping and fucking with his hands. And it's really messing with him. He's putting everything into this. And he meets this girl, and they start dating. And she's really cute, and they get along, and everything's good. Except he sort of makes the decision, once things start getting rough for him, and he really needs to buckle down, to break up with her. Like, abruptly. Like, he invites her out, they're on a date, and then he's just like, I see where this is going. This isn't going to work out. because I need to put everything I have into this, into what I'm doing. And I know it's really selfish of me, and I know it's kind of shitty. But what's going to be more shitty is if we continue to date and I continue going after my passion and you start to resent me for not making time for you, and our relationship kind of suffers and things go poorly, and I'll have to either choose between what I'm doing and you. If I choose you, then I'll resent you for the rest of my life. And if I choose what I'm doing, then we're just going to break up anyway. So I'm going to cut it off right now. Because I need to pursue what I want. And she is kind of like, so you're telling me that you can't do what you want to do with your life because I will hold you back. And so you're just going to throw me to the curb. And he's like, yes. That's kind of what Rachel is doing here, I feel like. At least that's my kind of working theory.
Yeah.
Is that she wants this greater thing, this greater purpose that's above even where she is, where everyone is. She wants to achieve something great in her eyes and see a true knight, which is interesting, and I'll get back to that in a second. So she needs to climb the tower, and she doesn't want this extra baggage. She doesn't want a burden, and that's what she sees her relationship. But it's kind of limited thinking, and she's clearly distraught by it. Like, she's holding up in her room, fucking feeling really shitty that she has to cut these ties. There's a part of her that definitely, I think, wants a life with Bomb, or wants to, experience that relationship. Yeah, go ahead.
It's also interesting because when she's, like, eating chocolate in her room and being all sad, she, like, has, I don't know if it's, like, a dream or, like, a thought of, like, him being happy and walking away with all these other people.
Exactly.
And she's the one that's alone. She wasn't, like, she literally fucking left him in a cave with no other humans. Like, it doesn't seem like he'd seen anyone else before, like, maybe in his life.
Yeah.
And she left him there. And now he has all these people, and she still feels alone. So.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly what she's doing. That's her doubting herself, her doubting her decision to go after her goals. It's that she has to watch that part of her walk away, or those hopes of being with him and having other relationships, the possibility of meeting all these. I saw Rock's Shadow and maybe Coons and all these other people that she could become close with. She's choosing to completely negate all of that possibility so that because she thinks that it will eventually carry her higher. And I think what the show is going to tell us with that is that she's wrong. I think it's going to say that she's wrong, and that if she embraces those connections, it doesn't have to be a burden. It can take you higher if you're making those connections with the right people. Because that's the thing. That's the problem with that ideology of, I don't want to deal with all these relationships. I just want to focus on me and focus on climbing the tower. It's could possibly work, and you don't have to sort of maintain relationships with other people when you're accomplishing your goals. The problem is, other people can help you out, and you can climb higher with help from other people. And having these, like, what would seem like superficial relationships with Dorsey and this other fucking guy, she doesn't seem like she cares about them. She would rather help Bomb with what he wants to do, or have him help her, and he's more than willing to do that. But she's not willing to accept that help because she's afraid that it'll drag her down. It's a really difficult trap to get out of if you really believe that everyone else is being with other people is a detriment to your success. It's a really difficult thing to do because there's a part of it that can be kind of true depending on what you're doing. So I'm really interested to see where that's going. It's clear they clearly are thinking about these greater things. And did you want to step in with something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, choosing the people that will help you, like, climb higher is, like, definitely, like, if it was not Bomb, she would maybe be doing the right thing. But he is literally there just to help her. Like, he's like pretty much like one of the most, like, selfless characters you can imagine, because he literally lives for her, and even for other people, like,
that aren't her.
He is so willing to let people walk all over him, and I'm hoping he, like, kind of, I don't know, like, he has pretty good teammates with, like, Kun and Rock who, like, will stand up for him.
Yeah.
But, like, he would be literally the perfect person if she wanted someone to, like, help. Like, if she wanted someone to walk all over. But I feel like maybe part of it is, like, she knows that he would help her, but she would later take advantage of him.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's also part of it. It's not
that
like
is, I
it's
agree.
not like he'll drag me down because of him. It's like
it's that, but
I'll
also
do what I'm gonna do if I bring him along.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's both of those, and it's a conundrum that she's definitely struggling with. Like, she's clearly struggling with it. There were a bunch of scenes where it cut back to her throughout the episode of her feeling like absolute shit and, like, rubbing her hands through her hair and shit and feeling terrible.
Yeah, and I guess, I don't know, at the beginning of the episode I was calling her a bitch. And, like, I kind of get that, but, like, now that I'm, like, looking at it a bit more, I'm like, maybe there's a little bit more going on.
There's more to it than just she's a bitch. And I feel like we kind of, they were hinting at that before, and if we really thought about it, we probably could have figured that out. But now that we have this clear insight where we hear her say these things in this specific context, she asked Kun, and the fact that she asked Kun to say, tell him it's not me. Just let him forget that, try to convince him that he's wrong and that I wasn't here and he never saw me against his better judgment, and keep me away from him so that I don't hurt him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
and then Kun's just like, you know
him.
what, fuck yeah, sure. Fuck you, go do your own fucking thing, we'll climb the tower together, because I'm starting to care about this guy, he's actually my friend now. And, you know, it's cool, and it does really reflect real life if you've, I don't know, been in a situation like that where this, I don't know, at least from my perspective, growing up as a guy, not this specific situation, but this kind of dynamic of a guy's really in love with a girl, and then the best friend is, like, trying to, like, keep the peace, or, like, try and sort of maneuver things so that people aren't fucking freaking out or whatever, like, just trying to keep things normal, or I don't know how to describe it, but just sort of maneuvering as a third party, and while other people are having all this drama, and like, you've never had anything like that where
I don't know.
I'm describing it poorly, but, like, I can't think of a specific situation, but I don't know, that whole sort of dynamic of, I got your back, bro, just, you know, maybe don't get yourself down on these fucking girls, like, whatever, like, there's a part of it that seems sort of based really in just reality, especially adolescence. There's another thing that I wanted to say with what you were talking about. Again with Rachel, fucking, she was talking about, when she was talking about what she wants, and in the flashback at the start of the episode, when they were laying together, looking up at the fake, at the boulders, or at the fake sky, and she said, and Bomb was like, oh, so you just want to see the stars, right? And then she's just like, yeah, a true night. And she said Yoru, which means night. And we've had this question the whole time throughout the episodes of why they would translate Bomb's name, which means night and something else we've heard in Korean, to Yoru, the Japanese word for night. And I think part of it is because Rachel wants to see a true night.
Oh, so when she said it in Japanese, people would be able to make that connection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they did it, because it was like a close-up on her face, and then it, like, cut to Bomb or something like that. It makes sense in this context.
Yeah.
So going back to what we were thinking of what Rachel wants, and what she's her ideology regarding her relationship with Bomb, what she wants more than anything is to climb the tower to get to her goal. Her goal is to see a true night. This, like, which is a double meaning, because the true night is right fucking in front of her. Literally right here. She just has to stop being, like, get back to basics. Stop thinking about these grand things in the future and these crazy goals, and thinking that, and this is a common thing that I think a lot of people fall into, that I've certainly fallen into, where, putting myself in Rachel's shoes, if you're trying to, is the camera, we've already been talking for like 20 minutes. if you're sort of thinking about wanting to achieve a goal, or trying to find out what you want to do with your life, this is especially like a very adolescent, or like late teens sort of transitional phase into adulthood type thing, you sort of think of your life and where you want to be, and you start, like, reaching for the stars, and that's what she's doing. She's reaching for the fucking stars. She's sort of thinking about where she wants to be in the future, And she thinks that it needs to be this grand thing where you need to, like, go way beyond your station and, like, get too big for your britches and fucking strive for this crazy thing that's, like, way beyond your reach. And once you get there, then you'll be happy. When really what you want is just right in front of you. And maybe you'd be just as happy if you not settled, but realized that where you're going isn't that different, or possibly the exact same thing.
Like, if you spend your entire life trying to get to somewhere, thinking that you'll be happy instead of trying to be happy along the way, then literally you spend like 90% of your life just being miserable. Yeah. So why bother?
Exactly. Yeah. So like people work so hard to get somewhere when really where they were isn't not only that much worse, it's probably better for them because they didn't have to go through all this suffering to get somewhere that's just this much better, like, or not even better at all, the exact same thing. Like that's sort of what they're doing, and I think that they're going to
worse. Like,
or worse, maybe you work so hard.
Rachel climbs to the top and she's all by herself.
Exactly.
And then okay, you have stars.
Great, yeah. You saw a true knight. Awesome.
How entertaining will that be?
But that's like
5 minutes.
That's like... a literal interpretation of what's going on. But like, yeah, it's exactly. It's like, what do you actually even want when you say that you want to do that? It's like, oh, I want to be a billionaire when I grow up. I'm gonna do everything I can to make money. I'm gonna get all the best fucking cars. I'm gonna have a dope house. I'm gonna climb that corporate ladder until I have more money than I can spend. And then you get there and you realize that you wasted 30 years of your life. You have no family. You don't have any relationships. You're gonna you can retire right now, but what are you gonna do with your life? Like, you have nobody around you to keep you company.
Start over. Yeah. In a different way.
So now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna retire and then just try and find a wife or a husband, and then try and have kids when you're like 60, and like just, you know, like there's a balance here, and that you don't have to.
It depends on what people want.
It does depend on what people want, but it's exactly what she wants is, you know, why would you want that? Yeah, I don't know. It's just.
But I guess it's funny. I don't know. I was just thinking about like literally both me and Carson for school. Literally, got told multiple times. I don't know if you got told by different people, but basically that, like, oh, when you're doing this kind of job, you can't have a family as well, or you're gonna ruin your life.
Yeah, because Lindsay, you studied theater, and I just finished my first year of film school, and when you were in school, I was studying writing. It's the same thing, yeah. They especially said it for me in film school, but for you in theater.
For me in theater, like, I guess maybe not as much, but they were always, like, cautioning about. They weren't like, you can't do this, but they're like,
be difficult. Yeah, there was literally one class in my school where we had two professors. They were sort of like old timers in the film industry where we live, and really successful. You know, they're all super successful and really respected in their fields. But we had a whole like 3-hour lecture of them going through all the people they know who have died working on set in the film industry, all the horror stories that they have, basically saying, if you're not sure about doing this, do not fucking do it. Because one of them had trouble having kids. He doesn't have kids, and it's a big regret of his, and he was cautioning us. He was like, yeah, I didn't have kids because of this and that, and, you know, if you go into film, you probably won't be able to have a family and all that stuff. And talk to other people who are in theater or film or in a creative industry or anything that's difficult. That's kind of bullshit. Like, I talked to other people and they were just kind of like, yeah, I have kids, you know, I got 3 kids, I'm a successful director. Like, yeah. it's not a big thing.
And I think it depends on everyone's situation, but I think it's like, it's purely on what people, like, believe that they want at that time and think that they can handle. Exactly. I mean, some people genuinely probably couldn't handle it, but I think it's all about priorities.
It's about, like, priorities and values. Yeah, exactly. And that's okay. So
we're on to something like
we're on to something. Well, not really though. But I guess that just shows that this show is more than just, you know, bullshit. It's more than just shonen bullshit where they fight. The problem, I guess, that I have with them dealing with all this stuff is it seems really disconnected with all these greater themes seem really and I know we're just starting out, but it seems really disconnected with all of the crazy fights and all the bombastic shit that they're doing especially in the Crown game. There were multiple times that we were reading comments and like a tiny white laser that took out that chick's eye was a giant oh shit, I just threw my pen. Was a giant explosion that like shook the room and fucking was a crazy thing. Like and then Kun, who's just zips there and is super fast, turns into a windstorm that blows everything around the room. They're trying to like heighten the sense of adrenaline throughout all the show.
It doesn't need it. Like, I don't think it should be that kind of show, at least from like what we are getting from it. And especially what like the unspoilery things that you guys are telling us, like the difference don't spoil us, but like if you have insightful comments that don't spoil it, then like that's welcome. But like all the shit that we just talked about and all the shit that we just learned in this episode is so deep and so, interesting, like impactful. Yeah. Like this is probably the best episode so far, and there was little to no fight. Barely any at the end. At the end there was, but there was purpose behind that fight. It was rooted in all this other shit that's going on. Yeah, like, it was like she was like, you are part of the people who killed my family. Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. Like it made sense. It had motivation. I don't know. That's especially a big thing for me. I don't know. Mm-hmm. If fights in anime, I like it if I can like understand why the characters are fighting. 100%. Yeah. I don't know. It's just this episode was a really good episode, and I wasn't expecting much out of it, I guess. Yeah, because I don't know if you could tell from our previous reactions to this show, but we've been kind of teetering on, is this good or is it just fucking the shonen trash of this season? Like, is it just another shonen show and it's just special because it has good character designs and it looks nice and it's really crazy and big and everything? No, it turns out that there's actually some stuff going on here. Thematically and metaphorically, there's the character, especially with the dynamic between Rachel and Baum, it's a really personal and well-written and realistic portrayal of, like, the clash between, romance and ambition. It's really interesting, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and the fact that they made it personal and they made it so genuine, it feels like. Yeah, whoever wrote this originally definitely I think was going for this more than a crazy action. It was I at least I kind of hope, because, and if not, then well, great job anyway. Yeah. It definitely is it's a super impactful story. I don't know, we're paused on the shot of them laying in the cave in the circle of light and then darkness around. And I don't know, that's just, it's a crazy image. It's like they're lying in the sun. Yeah. It's this show has so much to offer, and it really sucks that it seems like, and some people have had this opinion, some people seem to forgive it and say it's not that big of a deal. From where we're sitting, I think it is a big deal that the animation studio seems so hell-bent on making everything as crazy, as clippable as possible. It seems like everything is trying to be Demon Slayer. It's everything is, and I think they're trying to capitalize on the success that Demon Slayer had in last season, the season before, I forget. I've seen a decent amount of it. We're gonna do a reaction series because Lindsay hasn't seen any of it. I haven't finished it, so there'll be some of that in the future. But it seems like the animation studio are trying so hard to make everything so crazy and so hype when they don't fucking need to. They can make everything cool and interesting and action-packed and adrenaline-filled without with good characters. Because there's just such a schism between fucking this shit that we've been talking about for the last hour and all the crazy, whoa, look at these cool powers, look at all these cool characters, and holy shit, and everything's so, and we're swords and guns and shit, and we were talking, we also react to Kaguya. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out. They're our most popular videos by far. And what we were talking about, I think in the last episode, was or maybe it was the episode before, you don't need everyone's life to be on the line. You don't need craziness. Like, you don't need life and death. And, I mean, sure, it helps, but, like, there's so much other stuff that,
to
like,
explore.
Really gets people excited. At least people like us who are not just, like, zoning out while watching the show. We want that development and those feelings and that realness that it's sometimes harder to come by and harder to see past all this, like, fighting and blood and powers and I don't know, like, I'm hoping that as the show goes along there's more of, like, a blend and we get to, like, see it really come together in kind of a beautiful way. At least I can see that may be happening, but it does worry me a little bit that I don't know.
Yeah.
I just hope that I hope that none of it gets lost along the way.
And I think that obviously they are trying to, like, they're using all this crazy shit to sell people on the stuff that we just watched. They're using all these crazy fights and these crazy effects and explosions and all this crazy shit to try and hook people in so that they can get hooked, they can experience the story and everything that it has to offer. But they genuinely don't need it, and it seems like it's detracting from it. They're, like, lowering the intellectual quality of the show by trying to appeal to, like, this instinctual and primal sense of action. Like, they can achieve that same effect without trying to, like, overwhelm people's senses with all this like bombast. It's not necessary. And obviously it's a shonen. Like, the difference between something like Kaguya and this is that this is a shonen series. There's going to be life and death and fighting involved, obviously. But that's supposed to be a vehicle for this other shit. And it seems like it's not carrying the thematic message forward 100% of the time, especially in the last few episodes. It's more carrying the audience along for the ride. Like, it's not using the action to tell this story. It's using the action to propel the plot to give an excuse to tell a story. They're not one and the same. It's like we need to move the plot forward so that we can take a break from the plot after people are satisfied with some development in the plot of the show, so that we can get to the characters.
Yeah.
Those don't appear at this moment to be the exact same thing. Although with the Anaak fight at the end, it seems like exactly that's them blending it and making it the same thing.
Which is why it was, for me, the best fight, even though it was like
barely a fight.
It was barely a fight. They were just, like, running after each other and, like, smacking each other around a little bit. Yeah. Like, but it was literally by far the best fight, in my opinion. And
part of it obviously is that, like, this is all set up. This entire first season is supposed to be the prologue, from what I've heard. This is all supposed to be set up. This is not supposed to be the actual story. But the fact that we're getting there shows us promise that, like, we can start taking the show more seriously and stop asking us, like, do I want to, like, invest my brain power in enjoying this show? Or do I want to just, you know, sit back and let it wash over me? Yeah. And it's starting to lean towards...
Because, like, honestly, like, after, like, the first, like, few episodes, we were, like, if we weren't reacting to this, we would not be watching it right now. Yeah. But after this episode, like, this is something that I would be interested in watching on my own time. Exactly. I mean, this is 100%. Our own time, but, like, you know.
Yeah, like, not for content. Like, there was a thing where it was like, okay, well, we're watching the show. It's a really popular show. Let's watch it. Let's genuinely try to enjoy it. But if we weren't, like, recording ourselves doing it, we probably wouldn't be enjoying it nearly as much, or, like, putting as much effort into...
we wouldn't be having, like, these kind of discussions after. Yeah. We would just watch it and be like, oh, yeah.
Interesting fight, I guess. Yeah, but now, like, it's actually delivering, and it's actually moving forward and showing us that it has something more to offer than just all these crazy effects and lights. So... I think that's good for a discussion.
We have a crazy long
episode. This is probably going to come out a little bit later, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion. Hope you guys found our reaction interesting. If you're just finding this reaction, we got obviously all the other episodes of this show, and we were posting Naruto more frequently. We're going to try and double drop every time it's a Naruto day. We're going to try and double drop Naruto episodes as frequently as possible to try and move that forward. Thank you guys for the support on those videos. But yeah,
we have Angel Beats.
We just started Angel Beats as well.
Yeah. On Friday, we're putting the OP reaction, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, which isn't included at all. I cut it out completely from episode 1 just for copyright as a risk. But yeah, so our complete opening reaction with like a few copyright cuts here and there, pretty much full length, is going to be up on Friday with another Naruto episode. Not double dropping Naruto on Friday, but the opening reaction to Angel Beats and one Naruto episode. Tomorrow we'll be posting 2 Naruto episodes, and then on Saturday it's Kaguya again.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the discussion. Hope you enjoyed everything we said. Hope you found some of it interesting. Bye-bye. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
See you in the next one. Bye-bye.